Hello students, today we will be going to the next part of the heart. We are doing the heart sequentially. What I have taught in my previous video, you will be seeing that I have explained you the systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. And now I will be explaining you today about the heartbeat. So our topic is the heartbeat, which is actually a very common terminology among all of us. What is your heartbeat? Anyone is asking you. Now what do we mean by that? Heartbeat can also be termed as, in a biological term, it can be termed as a cardiac cycle. As we know, when we relate anything with the heart, actually it is known as a cardiac. So it is a cardiac cycle. Now one cardiac cycle, when it will complete, that is completing one heartbeat. I repeat here, one cycle when it will complete, that is actually completing one heartbeat. So now let's see what is a cardiac cycle first. Cardiac cycle, any cycle means, like we have learnt about the water cycle, we have learnt about the carbon cycle, where we see a circular motion is taking place. That means the repeated events are actually taking place one after the other. There is no haphazard events which are taking place. If the sequential events are taking place, then we call that one as a cycle. So first of all, cardiac cycle is actually the sequential events which are taking place, which involves both the systole and diastole. And when we relate the systole and diastole, obviously the atrium means auricles as well as the ventricles both will undergo this kind of system. Now this particular kind of cardiac cycle, it actually involves, or rather if I explain the heartbeat actually involves three sequential steps. And when we complete these three sequential steps, one heartbeat is completed. And we will be learning about the time also, how much it takes, so that we can calculate our heartbeat which is taking place in 1 minute. Right? So let us start. Now, if we talk about the three sequential events which are taking place over here, I will start first with the systole of auricles. Right? So first, the systole of atria, or it can be auricles. So when this event is taking place, actually the heartbeat, if you consider that it is taking place when the auricles are contracting, right? When the auricles are contracting, after receiving the blood will go down and the blood will go to the ventricles. So this is the first event, right? Auricles contracting. So what we call that one as, the terminology is systole. All of you know that one, the contraction or the systole of atria, or we are actually considering over here two auricles. So two auricles when we consider, it is atria, right? So you can say auricles, you can say atria. It means the same thing. Not a kind of a mistake will happen if you write auricles. So it is the systole of atria or systole of auricles are taking place, because of which the blood is going to the ventricles. Now when the blood is going to the ventricles, the next sequential event will be systole of ventricles. Now obviously it involves certain time. When there is a systole of auricles, it is taking very less time. Why? Because it is only sending the blood to the ventricles. I have already done this one in the previous video. That systole, that means actually auricles are having a thinner membrane because of that also. Because the blood has to be reached at a very shorter distance. It will just come to the ventricles. So it is involving certain time. So let me just write over here the time. It is only 0.15 second. Okay. Now we move on to the ventricles. Sequentially it will happen. After this, the next step is systole of ventricles. So now the ventricles, when it will undergo systole, what we know, this time the blood will go to the whole parts of the body. This is actually involving how much time? 0.30 second. Okay. Keep on calculating over here. Then we will get the whole cycle, how much it is taking the time. Now, followed by this, when systole of ventricles will be over, systole of atrials after that, the both of the auricles and ventricles for a certain moment they relax. That means both of them actually they needs the relaxation. That is the diastolic phase of both auricles and ventricles. which can also be termed as joint diastole. Joint diastole, because both of them are actually relaxing for a moment. Each and every one of us needs a particular kind of relaxation. We all of us are actually doing the work. When we are doing the work, first we are planning about what we will teach. So that is our systole. Then y'all are doing your work, that is your systole. Now certain time is required for us so that you and I, or the teachers and the students, all of them will be relaxed at particular time. So somewhat it is related to that. So both of them are undergoing relaxation, right? So this is known as a joint diastole, and this is also involves certain time, right? So let me just write it over here, joint diastole. This also involves certain time, and over here I will just mention the time that is little bit more than both, that is 0.4 second, right? So this is the time which is involved. Now if you actually add up this all three, the events which are taking place sequentially, obviously the total, I think so all of you got over here, that is 0.85 second. So to complete one heartbeat, it takes 0.85 second, right? To complete one heartbeat, it actually involves 0.85 second. Okay. Now if it is one heartbeat, that means one cardiac cycle takes 0.85 second. Okay. Or else we can also invert this one in order to actually do again, or maybe we know the normal heartbeat of a adult human being is how much? We can say 72 to 74 times a minute, right? Now how much it is actually taking, we can calculate over here. So one heartbeat, if it is taking 0.15 second, so 72 heartbeats. If you consider that in a minute, let's take this particular example, we'll take how much second? So 72 into 0.85. Somewhat you will be getting related to the nearly to the 1 minute. Okay. So you can multiply this and you can see that how much it is actually taking place. So like this we will get in the second, you can convert that one into minute by dividing, right? So this is the way by which we are actually calculating the cardiac cycle, and this is involving the cardiac cycle. This is the heartbeat. Remember, the heartbeat actually differs from one person to another. It differs from one species to another species. Like if you take for example an elephant, it's a bigger size animal. If you take an example of a rat, it's a very smaller size part or a biotic organism. So in case of a rat, obviously the heartbeat will be more number of times than that of the elephant. So bigger the size of the animal, smaller will be the number of the heartbeat, right? This heartbeat actually involves lot of metabolism in our body. It actually gives it regulates the temperature, that means it gives out the heat. Okay, so this is actually regulated throughout the body. So this all things are coming in your heartbeat. So what you have to remember, if we start from the beginning, what is the meaning of heartbeat, how we define cardiac cycle, what are the sequential steps of the heartbeat, how much is the time over here, what is the total time taken by one cardiac cycle or one heartbeat, and calculated by that we get in a normal adult human being it remains 72. Okay, that is the pulse. Actually if you consider over here the pulse, that is actually we can say that is the heartbeat. But yes, I will be actually giving you an example where I will not be doing this particular part, rather I will explain you the pulse and then I will give you the proper timing over here. So let us just now learn about this. Okay, so we will involve this one when we will learn the pulse in our next video. So kindly remember till this much. This will help you to remember the cardiac cycle. Thank you, students.